Good morning from somewhere near the top of the world. But even away up here, breakfast is included, so we'll get that out the way first, then we'll get this video started properly when we've got some daylight. As you can see here, this is a bit of a weird and wonderful hotel, but I think that breakfast is served in the room that I'm in just now, so I don't have to put the shoes and the jacket on yet. That's a bonus. Oh, is it in here? Maybe. I'm not sure if that's the breakfast room, we'll soon find out. Morning. Ah, here we go. Hey, this is a lot better than I expected. Isn't that right, pal? Right, let me just get my plate filled and I'll see you in a bit. Ah, this is the way to start the morning, isn't it? Look at that view, but look at this view. And let's be honest, that's only my first time up. I might well return just for a coffee, you know? And that one's for in my pocket. That was fantastic, and I tell you what, I feel like you need a substantial breakfast up here.
Can we check in the hotel or at the airplane? Alright.
Yeah, there are several places.
I have to pinch myself when I think how far north we are. And then the weather pinches you and you know full well. Ah, Mary Ann, you've got some place here, I tell you. The views all around are just spectacular. But let's be honest, the town itself looks a bit like an industrial estate, but that's not a criticism. That's just life in the high Arctic, because it's not easy to live up here, and this is what you get. It's all about practicality over beauty. I don't have much of a plan today. I think we'll just go for a wee wander, then maybe come back here around lunchtime, because we need to explore this a lot more. It is a weird and wonderful place, like I said. I was going to cross the wee red bridge across the frozen river and go into town, but I've had another idea. Let's go this way instead. I've got something in mind. Cut back through the hotel. And I think we turn left. Do you see what I mean about the industrial estate vibe? But I just love it. In these kind of places, if you need something done, it has to be someone in the town that does it. It's not like you can phone someone in the big city. Because you've got to remember, access to this town is pretty limited. There's no roads connecting you to the rest of the world. No, it's just the sea and the airport, that's it. Oh, there's the petrol station. I wonder if they sell my favourite Norwegian hot dogs in there. And the sign's telling us it's a balmy -5 Celsius just now, and that's the price of the fuel. Now, I'm not sure what that means at this moment, but I'll try and pop it at the bottom of the screen in the final edit. This is nothing exciting, by the way. I just want to go to the city limits and tell you something scary about this town. When I arrived in town last night, I was looking up at the building on stilts and wondering what it was. It's clearly something to do with the mine, but I don't think it's still in use. Oh, and here we've got the ship terminal. We've got a boat in just now. I just wonder where he's going, where he's been. That is just such a cool scene. Literally, I've directed my camera this way for a moment because just in front of the ship, there's some people stripping off. They're going for a swim. They're made of harder stuff in these parts. Let's touch the water at 78 degrees north. Ah, that's not as cold as Montrose. I'm glad I directed the camera away because they're not just swimming, they're skinny dipping. That wouldn't look too good on YouTube, would it? Well, now more of them have turned up, so this looks like the place to do it. It's just them and this creepy guy with the camera. Let's get out of here. I just had my first slip. I'm sorry I didn't capture it on camera, but it just shows you need to be very careful. I wasn't thinking that was so icy. Oh, we have a bus. Now that might be going to one of the local communities, but like I say, the roads won't stretch much further than that. I was just thinking, and I always have these thoughts when I'm wandering about, I wonder how many people in the world are further north than me right now. If you've got an accurate idea or a guess, let me know in the comments below. Oh, look at this. That gives you an idea how cold it is here. That's beautiful, isn't it? And it's a wee photo just waiting to be taken. Here we are almost at the edge of town, and there's a sign coming up that gives you a clue about what I'm going to tell you. Way off in the distance I can see the airport, but it's actually a lot closer than it looks on the GoPro. And in any other place in the world, when the airport is that close to the town, I would normally just walk. But yesterday I spent £8 on the airport bus. What, Steve's spending £8 when he doesn't have to? Well, in fact I did, because did you know it's illegal to leave this town without a rifle? And that's because of the threat of these guys. So that means I'm not allowed to go beyond this sign, and I'm not breaking the law, not even for YouTube. Whoa, that was an accident. I've read about a lot of strange laws here in Svalbard, like you're not allowed to die here, you're not allowed to give birth here, you're not even allowed to own a cat here. Now I'm not sure how true they are, but there is a village not too far from here where you're not allowed to lock your doors, and that's so people can escape if they come across one of these guys. Right, let's make our way back into town. Ah, so there's a welcome and information sign here, so they must get ships or expeditions coming here. That'd be some voyage, wouldn't it? So as you can see here, Longyearbyen is located at 78 degrees north, just 1,500 kilometres from the North Pole. Explore our town nestled between majestic mountains and visit the best viewpoints without leaving the polar bear protection zone. Don't leave settlements without a suitable gun and experience in using it. I've been warned. Wow, look at this research boat. That's a beauty, isn't it? The people here are just so friendly. There's a security point back there, and I just went up and asked the guys, can I go down and have a closer look at the ships? And they were like, absolutely sir, just go as far as you want. You can even go down on the pier. Just be careful because it's quite slippery. They even called me sir. I don't need to be called sir. Svalbard. Oh, is this saunas? Where you can go for a wee dip afterwards. No. I think I'll leave that one to the locals. Oh, he wasn't joking, this is slippery. I'm holding on tight here. Can't think of anywhere better to have a wee seat. Look at that. And look at this, we've got a big chunk of ice just sitting where the boats tie up. And compared to everywhere else here, it actually feels quite warm. Svalbard Adventures. Yeah, there's a lot of tours you can do from here. I'm not sure if it's the season for it though. And we'll just keep walking until they tell us to stop. Oh, that's where you get your diesel. Prices 15 krona a litre. Is that good? I wonder if these big ships need to have some ice breaking capabilities, eh? I'm guessing this one does. It's called the Polar Explorer. And look at that, if there's any kind of water leak, it just instantly turns to ice. Careful, careful. It's a brave sailor that comes all the way up here. I just wonder, you know, if they get into trouble, what happens? Is there lifeboats here? I don't know. And I was actually thinking similar on the flight up here yesterday. What were the alternates if the plane gets into trouble when we're just flying across the sea in the high Arctic? These are the kind of things I think about. Ah, this yacht on the left, it's registered in the Cook Islands. That's a wee bit different from here, isn't it? I need to be careful. I was just looking at the camera there. I could just walk off the edge, couldn't I? I don't think I'd last very long in that water. As always, wherever I go, I find the water early in my video, don't I? Morning, boy. I hope you're the only polar bear I see today. Look at this beast on tracks. Sisomesteren. Oh, how cool is that? I just feel like a big kid looking at it. What a day, I can't believe the weather. Especially seeing as I'm only here for one day. Let's go back down onto the beach now the skinny dippers are gone. It's funny, Alicia's always telling me we need to go on a nice relaxing beach holiday. I wonder what she'd make of this. I don't think I can get out this way. I'm not even sure I should be here. Now, I've not been up that road yet, and it's saying there's a church up there. Let's go and have a look. But this time we'll cross at the proper crossing. Let's go. Look, this is like Svalbard's version of a car dealership. Which one would you go for? I think I'll take this one, look. It's got like old bus seats in it. Nah, in fact, I'll take the red one. The light up here this morning is just gorgeous. I'm glad I got up early, but I always find a way to be going uphill, don't I? I think that's going to be the church just up there. I wonder what this place is. Impressive. Oh, brilliant. Look at the bus shelter on stilts. I guess the snow gets a bit deeper here. Do you stop in Montrose, please? Ah, look at this wee compass rose with a polar bear, of course. It's very tempting, you know, but I don't want to get into trouble. But from up here, we've got a fantastic view of the town. And just in front of us, this is Mary Ann's, so my room is the one right at the very end there. And then we've got the rest of the town here. And it just goes up into the mountains. In fact, there's mountains all around. Got a wee monument here. I can't read it, but I can see the dates, 1940 to 1945. So I think we know what that was for. And these big wooden structures here, I guess they would have been like a gondola for the coal, carrying it from the place on stilts all the way out of town. And in fact, let's walk up this way now. And let's see what this place is. You see, even up here you can't break the law. That's a nice Toyota Land Cruiser they've got. So is this just a police station, or is it like council buildings or something? I have no idea. Whatever it is, they've got a nice view. Aye, it looks like some kind of administration building, justice department. I don't want to end up here at the end of the day for illegal filming. And the place that I thought was the church, well, it's not, because I've just spotted the church along this way. It's a bit of a walk, but we can do it. You know, I was just thinking about Scott Manson's series on Could I Live Here cities. Well, did you know you can come right here to Svalbard and live and work as long as you want without a visa and without a permit? I'm not sure I could do it, but could you? And here we are, the final push up the hill towards the church. Svalbard Kirke. Question is, can we get inside? Entrance next door. Okay. It's a beautiful building though, isn't it? I love that wood pattern. It's even got a stained glass window. Right, next door this way or the other way. But I'll stop here first just to admire the church and its location. Look at that. Use automatic door opener. And of course, like everywhere, you take off your shoes when you come inside. Now, I'm just being very quiet. I'm not even sure I'm meant to be in here. Let's go and have a look. Oh, look at them. Oh, there's a better view of that stained glass window. It's beautiful, isn't it? Shoes on and off all the time. This is just something you've got to get used to. Well, that was a beautiful old church and a beautiful space in there as well. I'm sure the community use that for loads of different events. Now, should we go back down the hill or should we keep going? I don't know. There's a few more wee buildings right up at the end there nestled together, but I'm not sure it's worth going all that way out of town. I think we go back down this way. But again, just look at that setting. I think what we'll do now is nip back to the hotel. I'll give you a wee tour of the place. We can maybe have some lunch as well there. And then in the afternoon, we'll go and have a look in town. How does that sound? Wherever you go in the world, there's always a lost glove, isn't there? Well, I said I was going back to the hotel, which is downhill, but I'm going uphill. And why is that? I've been distracted by that big old abandoned mine on stilts. Let's go and have a closer look. Kangaroos? Oh, I love these old abandoned buildings. And it's awfully tempting to go up this staircase. What do you think? There's no signs. Ah, that's a shame. Can we look in through here? I can't see much. Ah well. And there's the old cableway that would have carried all that coal. They should open it as a ride, shouldn't they? It goes on for miles, and those mountains in the distance, wow. Every now and again I find myself just pausing and trying to take all of this in, all that scenery. And not just for the video, but for my own eyes. And trying to comprehend how far north I am. It's incredible. This is what travel's all about, isn't it? Right, let's get back down to Mary Ann's and see what's on the menu for lunch. Ah, go on, we can give it a wee ring, can't we? Okay, this path looks like it could end in tears, doesn't it? We've made it, we're back at the hotel. And if I just scramble round here for a moment, over this deck, that's my room right there. So I guess you could say this is my outdoor seating area. Do you like it? And see that hotel sign? It's all made of like old sea glass, isn't it? What a place. Oh, and here, this old red bus with penguins on the side, it's open. You can just come in here for a seat. At night they put these little lights on, it's quite nice. Or we can drive it away. It's like the magic bus, isn't it? Aye, so all the single rooms, like for sad old me, are behind the red bus there. Mary Ann's Polar Rig. That's where I got my breakfast this morning, in there. And lunch, I don't know where that is, but these are all the other places you can stay. I don't smell any food. I do want something that's hot. So this is up to reception. And once we're in here, we'll just need to take our shoes off. That'll take a moment. Thank you. Oh, there's a wee gift shop here. That's nice stuff. And this is like the lounge area. How beautiful is that? Just pick up a book and sit down and relax. And of course there's free tea and coffee here as well. That's a nice wee touch, isn't it? And I love all these old photos. And lunch is back in the other building where I had breakfast this morning. So let's get back over there and take my shoes off again. Let's see what they've got. It's good to sit down and have something hot. That was some walk this morning, wasn't it? Look at all these old mining photos. Now that's real work. And here's lunch, look at that. We've got some shrimp, we've got veggies, and we've got quinoa. Looks amazing. And dare I say it myself, well deserved. Lunch was fantastic. It really hit the spot. Oh, that's where I had breakfast this morning. That's my pal. There's a nice wee cosy bar here as well. I don't want to be drinking alcohol yet. I'd fall asleep. Follow the pause and we'll be at my room. Ah, it's nice to have a wee seat in the bed, but no rest for the wicked. I'm going out again straight away. Well, as soon as I've checked in for tomorrow's flight, that's right. I've got to take advantage of all the daylight because I'm leaving again at midday tomorrow. I feel quite sad about that actually. But can someone please tell me why Norwegians put their sockets halfway up the wall with no shelf to put anything on? I've got to try and balance my GoPro batteries on this little bedside lamp. Oh, look, they've even got one in the ceiling. What's that all about? My room's got a shared bathroom, by the way, but not to worry, it's absolutely spotless. I don't want to really show you bathrooms, but it's good just to let you see it. And a shower in the corner. Right, jacket on, let's get out there again, make the most of the afternoon. I think the first place I'll take you is the supermarket. It's It's actually a bit difficult to film in here because there's music all the time. So that means I need to keep talking all the time. And that's never a good thing, is it? I think if I came here again, I'd bring some kind of slip-on winter boots, you know. There's a good tip for you. Maybe a pair of those, look. Right, have we got everything? I think so. There's loads of tours you can do here, and seeing this poster just reminded me, see this building here? This is the Svalbard Global Seed Vault. Now I don't know where it is, I think it might be outside town, but it's a place where they store all the valuable seeds in this perfect climate. I'd love to see that sometime. Oh look, there's the airport bus arriving. All those poor people leaving town. That'll be me tomorrow morning. I just don't think I'll be ready to go, you know. Right, let's make our way back through this maze of trees, over the wee red bridge, and we'll be in town. I'm thinking I might sit out in my wee private balcony this evening and look for those northern lights. And if the sky stays like this, I've got a chance, haven't I? Either that or I could go for a swim in the river. What do you think? Here I am stopping again, and I still can't take it all in. And here we are on what I'm going to call Main Street Longyearbyen. I think we've got some shops up that way, some shops down that way, but I think we should start down the bottom at the sea and then make our way up. That's an idea. Now I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I'm not really here for shopping, but it's good to know there are shops if you need to pick something up. I might actually take you to the supermarket, which is just up there on the left, and that's one place you can go and you don't have to take off your shoes. Bonus. Cafe shop Huskies. So what, the Huskies make your coffee? That's cool. Oh, and they've left some yellow snow outside as well. Cheers, guys. If I do come back here, when should I come back? What season? I mean, it'd be good to see all these snowmobiles scooting about, wouldn't it? But it'd be dark for most of the day, wouldn't it? That's the problem. This place here is called the Furhus. Now I just checked it on Google Translate and that said lighthouse, but maybe it's some kind of power station. What do you think? Someone from Norway, let me know. I know I said I was going for a walk up Main Street, but I keep getting distracted, don't I? And who would want to be in the shops when you've got scenery like this? But first, look at these. Oh, look how basic they are, I love it. Snow track. Oh, they're fantastic. I don't think this one's been used for a while. Slide down, have a closer look at this fella. Right, where were we? Back to that scenery. Hey, that's quite interesting. All these pods and shipping containers are on skis, so they can be dragged anywhere. It's like a train on the snow, isn't it? It's called Polar X. That one at the end looks like it could be living quarters or something. They might use them for research. And there's your river. I am completely lost for words down here. I've never seen anything like it. And the fact you can get just a normal plane here from one of Europe's big cities, that's an opportunity I urge you to take if you ever get the chance. I mean, these mountains across the bay, they're impressive enough, but the ones off in the distance, over there, wow. You're not going to see them on the GoPro, but I'll try and zoom in a bit on my phone. Oh, and I've got a wee plane just took off. Where are you going? Will it be on flight radar, I wonder? Yes, it is. Oh, and he's going to Tromsø. Ah, those are the kind of scenes that just live with you forever, you know? And it's a pleasure to be able to share them with you. Right, let's go to the supermarket. Who in their right mind would say that when you've got this to look at instead? Oh look, there goes our wee ship. Sailing off out towards that. What I would do to be on board right now. I can't stop turning round. Polar Bears International. I like the logo. And look at these. In fact, there's a very old one here. And that's me walked almost to the other side of town, and just over to my right, that looks like the kind of residential area, doesn't it? Right, eventually we're walking back up towards the main street. That was where we came onto Main Street there. Aye, there's even a Radisson in Longyearbyen. Let's just keep walking straight ahead, I think. This little side path, it's a bit more pedestrian friendly, you know. So this big culture house to my right, that's got the library, it's got a cinema and a cafe. And there's barbecues outside. I don't think those will be used for a while. And over here, you know what? I think that's the post office. The world's northernmost post office. Some nice stamps. I got myself the Svalbard stamps. I think that's a nice wee souvenir, isn't it? Oh, and look at that. We come round the corner from the post office and we've got Nessie. And a nice monument here to the miners of Longyearbyen. Okay, let's go shopping. Wow, this is some place. It seems to be made up of lots of little units, but I think you can buy anything here, even some traditional dress. And here we are at the supermarket, the Co-op. I think the first place is where you buy alcohol, and then the main supermarket is next door, but we can still go in this way. I actually love these little cards. I'm a sucker for anything with a polar bear on it. This is a really cool little supermarket actually. It's got all your electronics stuff as well. Kitchen appliances, plungers, tools, everything you need. Would they let me back in the plane with that? And of course everything's a wee bit expensive here, especially, you know, fresh fruit and stuff like that. But by Norwegian standards, I'd say it's quite regular. It's funny, you might be away up here, but even the fruit and veg, it's better displayed than what we have back home. Crazy. Oh, and there it is, my favourite chocolate. No, Stephen. Ah, look, that's where we are. Surrounded by the mountains. And these lovely breads here, they're only about, what's that, 47.50, so that's about £3.40, and you can even cut it. That is no more expensive than back home. I like how they've got a big freezer section. You really don't need it, do you? Just put this stuff outside. Aye, come on, this is way better than most supermarkets we've got back home. And none of this stuff comes here easily. It puts us to shame. You can even get your Heinz beans for £2.50 a can. I got some supplies in there for my room, and what do you think about the bag? Like I say, I'm a sucker. Oof, it's cold when you come back outside. And up at the end here we've got another kind of outdoor clothing shop. Svalbard Adventures. Not much more up here. Now I don't need anything, but I'm going in. Hi. Aye, I don't need anything, but I want everything. That tends to be how it works. Trust me, you can empty your wallet quite easily in some of these places. Even on you. Oh, look, that's the most realistic polar bear we've seen yet, isn't it? High five, low five. I would love to see a bit of that tonight. What do you think? Now, who would stay in one of those? Well, I know you would, but anyone else? I think this is the Svalbard Hotel, one of the posh places. The kind of place that comes with its own bathroom, you know? In fact, if I was staying here, this is where they'd put me. Hey, this is alright actually. Just not the warmest. And this just looks like a typical Longyearbyen residential street with snowmobiles outside. I love it. With the light beginning to fade and my shopping in my hand and the battery going as well, I think we're getting close to the end of this video, folks. Yeah, there's not much more to see. I'm going to turn round. Wow, just look at that. What's this? Welcome to the northernmost disc golf course in the world. I've never heard of disc golf before. This is a 9-basket disc golf course. Anyone is welcome to play. To start, you throw from where you are now standing and continue by following the round platforms from 2 to 9. This is 47 metres from here to the first basket. Good luck. If I knew what this game was and if I had a disc, maybe I'd be giving this a go today. And there's your baskets. Is this a popular game in Norway? Let me know. The guy that just passed me that's crossing the bridge at the moment, he's got a rifle over his shoulder. That's just so weird for me to see, you know, just walking about town with a gun. But I tell you what, there's a reason for it, and the reason is out there somewhere, looking for its dinner. I'm just going to drop my stuff back at the hotel and have a wee rest. It's been a full-on day, but I'd like to come out again for the sunset. You might not be able to see me very well just now, and I said I was coming out for the sunset, didn't I? Well, I've missed the sunset, and that was this guy's fault. The one and only Mr. Noel Phillips.
Hello.
Which I still find it a bit weird that I bumped into this guy in Longyearbyen.
I've just been following you around.
Yeah, so tell me what you've just done.
I have just flown into Longyearbyen, the northernmost airport in the world, from the southernmost airport in the world, and I've ended up here.
That's just absolutely crazy. But yeah, I came out for the sunset, and I've missed it because this guy made me drink 2 beers, and I said I wasn't going to drink anything on this trip, but that's what happens when you bump into a famous YouTuber, you know. But anyway, it's great to meet you, and would you believe we're on the same flight tomorrow, so you might see that face again, you never know.
I still can't believe that we've both come to Longyearbyen completely independently.
I know. And
ended up bumping into each other.
None of this was planned,
amazing?
Seriously. We're standing out here now in the freezing cold.
Yes.
It feels about -10 at the moment, so I think we'll end this now, okay? See you in a bit. Well, that was a wee bit unexpected, wasn't it? So I've missed my sunset, but how good was it to meet Noel and to be able to sit down and have a couple of beers with someone who does this job and knows what it's like. Now, it's absolutely freezing at the moment. It's got down to about -10. I haven't actually done my jacket up yet, but we were speaking to a couple of guys in the bar who were saying there's a very good chance of northern lights tonight. And they said about 9 PM, it's 7 o'clock at the moment, so I'm going to go back to the hotel just now, have a wee rest, and then we'll come out again. How does that sound? Aye, getting back to my hotel, it's not so easy in the dark, you know, especially when you've had a couple of beers. Hello again. I've come outside to try and find these pesky northern lights, but I can't point this torch at my face for too long. I might walk straight in the river. I've come to the darkest part of town, but there's nothing dancing in the sky so far. Oh no, where am I? I'm right down by the sea now, but looking up at the stars, it seems like it's a bit hazy tonight. I'm not sure we're going to see anything, but again I'll switch this torch off so my eyes can adjust, you know. Nah, there's absolutely nothing happening down here. It just shows even at this latitude there's no guarantee, is there? Well, the only guarantee is that it's freezing. I need to get back up into town somehow. Good morning, and boy is that a cold one out there this morning. It's about -10 Celsius, but it's going home day, I'm afraid. It's come around all too quickly. I've checked out, I've got about an hour before my bus. This isn't it, I don't think. So I'll pop into town, say my goodbyes to this remarkable place, and then we're off to the airport. You're not actually allowed on the boat at the moment. I wonder if they're converting it into a room or something. It'd be nice to stay there the next time, wouldn't it? And you'd have your own wee private patio. It's snowing. Better get this jacket done up, eh? Let's go. There was only one place to go really for my final look and goodbye, and that's down to the beach with those magnificent mountains in the background. I think it's my favourite place in town. Okay, it didn't show me the Northern Lights last night, but I'll forgive it. It does look quite cold this morning though, doesn't it? That's an understatement. So to answer that question that Scott asks in his videos, could I live here? Well, technically yes, of course, but in reality, I think you'd have to be born here to be able to cope with it mentally. I'd like to spend another week here maybe, do some tours, but living here? No, I'm afraid not. But having said that, this is 100% the most remarkable place I've ever been in my life, and actually so easy to get here. So I think I will be back. Goodbye, Svalbard.
So, back again at the airport. Two things. One, do not stand up until the bus has, how do you say, come to a full stop. And secondly, since we are quite a few people on board, don't rush out. There's no need, because everyone is getting out in time. And then there will be no fuss in the aisle. And I guess you're also going to do that on the plane when you land. And if you see your luggage easily available, you're allowed to take it out.
And here we are back at the most northern airport in the world, with polar bears included. I just rushed inside because it's cold out there, but I really should go out again, shouldn't I, and try and get some more video. Let's do that. When I arrived here just the other day, I didn't really have much time to explore the airport because I was pretty much straight on the bus. There was only one bus into town, so I really couldn't miss it. Now that is a cold looking runway, isn't it? There's not so much to see out here, and like I say, it's absolutely freezing today. But that view of the mountains, it's a wee bit closer now, and the sun on them, it just looks perfect. I'll try and get the camera out again and just zoom in a wee bit further. I really hope that focused, because it's absolutely beautiful. Right, that's enough, let's get inside. No guns, no dogs. Oh, is this the lounge, is it?
I do like maybe remembering. Was it 2 flights a day? That's the best. 1 flight. Ja, was wel gaaf om te zien.
It's so icy out here today, look at it. Goodbye, Svalbard. Hello. Hello.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and warm welcome from flight the captain speaking. We are already approaching our scheduled departure time, and we are having all the passenger and the crew on board, so we should be able to leave the gate here shortly on our flight. Flight time 2 hours and 50, 2 hours and 50 minutes. Nice weather.
You're welcome to use electronic devices as long as flight mode is activated during the entire flight. If you are charging electronic equipment, be sure to monitor your device during charging. Contact the crew member if your device produces smoke or becomes hot. Smoking and the use of electronic cigarettes are not permitted in any area of the aircraft, including the lavatories. We wish you a pleasant flight.
Take your seat.
Thank you.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Welcome to a very dull and damp Oslo. It's not quite as nice here as it was up north, is it? But I guess this is as good a time as any to end today's video and head home with memories of Svalbard. Seriously, I've wanted to go there for years, and for it to finally happen and to exceed expectations was just incredible. Let me know what you thought of the place in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.